Yep. So starting to hit the hot end, loading the decode.
820 bei 830 Jahre, also 885. Ja, das hatte ich schon 880 andere. Auch für den Anbieter. Ja, 5 Stunden auf Tag. Die Anfrage. Wir haben das Ding gesagt, aber ich dachte, im ersten Video war es aber perfekt. Davon muss man auch nicht an. Das ist zu lieb. Druckerbaum. Mit den kleinen Dingen. Ja, das ist ein Lieber. Hier sitzt du nicht. Ja. Und außerdem, die können ja auch noch ein bisschen warm werden oder nicht auch
Hey, quick update what's going on. So, where's my camera? There we go. So we almost got the Hangprinter going, it's almost printing, it's almost there, very close to getting it printing. We did swap out the power supply. And now, yeah, we're just gonna try to get it fully functioning. This is just a super casual stream. We don't have any mics on us. The mic is on the table right there, so the audio might sound a bit weird. But if you want to tag along, if you just want to watch and join in and experience the process firsthand, then yeah, this is for you. If not, then yeah, go watch the edited video. This is not going to be a high quality production like the last ones at all. So yeah, there we go. You might be able to hear us. It is going to be really echoey. I mean, I can tell you that much. Hey, Mega Making's already in. All right. I'm hoping audio should at least be tolerable. There we go. We do have some audio. Is it alive? Not yet. Alright.
I do suspect that we will get error on this very long USB cord.
Yeah. Let's try. I've tried on worse. I've printed on worse setups.
Okay. Okay, we are very close to starting print.
Any chance that we are printing today? Yes, that's the plan. We are about to print right now. I kind of don't want to do it on the main channel as another full live stream because too much live streaming is going on. But yeah, if you want to watch it print, that is what you can do right now. I kind of want to edit down the process into a real video, kind of with commentary. Theoretically, we are heating up. We are getting there, right?
We are. 10 degrees left. And pressing print.
This camera is not liking this. It's not liking to autofocus here. There we go. Pressing print. So that's the weight to heat up.
Yeah. Okay, we are in the game.
It is so silent.
Yeah. Uses nice drummers.
Seems to stick well.
Yep. Cool. Lines are not very tight.
You entered the conversion in firmware now.
Let's see, almost just power supply.
Sure. Well, it's the power supply in combination with everything else, kind of. So on the question on what went wrong, so what we did was we did swap out the power supply. We did have the 7.5 amp one, this one. You guys are not going to be able to see that. We did have that in there. It turned out that was not enough with our exact setup. So with the heater and the motors and everything going, we were drawing 7.4 amps, which is a little too close for comfort. And I do actually think the power supply shut down and reset. And yeah, that should be fixed now. We did throw up, or we did not throw up. Didn't have that much beer yesterday, but we did grab a new, one of those standard metal encased ones. We threw that up on the ceiling, and that should be sufficient. I don't know if that is a 10 or a 15 amp supply or something. It's definitely better than what we had on there, and it should provide enough current, I think.
Yeah, still going strong. We are about to set a new record.
For how long we've printed?
Yeah. So this is take number 6 on this G-code.
Yeah, the Z height is looking good.
Yeah.
The cables are too long. No, the cables are.
The USB cable is too long. I'm very nervous.
We'll find out now. This is just a 2 meter. Something just clicked.
It did some weirdness.
Oh yeah, the E lines are slack as well.
Yep. I guess we had.
Yeah, these are too loose. So we probably lost a driver.
Thermal shutdown, I think, on the driver.
Yeah. We don't have any heat sinks on the 2208 Palula boards. That might be something to get thermal shutdown. I believe. I believe we got thermal shutdown on one of the drivers.
Yeah, the D motor lost.
Okay.
Lost all its power. The B motor shut down.
We have more than enough.
So everything shut down?
Yes, everything shut down. C motor shut down.
So it's the same thing we had before, basically.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the power supply was not the culprit.
No.
But at least we know. At least we know the power supply is good now.
Yes.
How did you stay there?
Double-sided tape. So there is something else. Fishing. It's funny. It's almost the exact same size.
Alright, so should we try and just get get heat sinks on the other drivers?
Heat sinks on drivers. I actually like
These tiny balls.
Yeah, the little form factor we're just stuck with it for now. Unfortunately.
It seems that the A motor shut down first,
Yes.
and then other motors started to shut down
So
about
that-
at the same time.
That sounds like thermals.
Yeah.
Okay, can we check how long these are? Oh, we're getting the thermal camera. Cool.
What I would like to do is to just
Touch the cables out. The cables warm. No. I mean, if the cables got warm, something else must have gone horribly wrong.
I would like to insert this that are tested before.
Try the 2130.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If that
Let's-
is indeed simple thermals, then just
So we do have a thermal camera at hand. Let's just try that.
See how close I can get.
without. Well, we have to get experts at inserting that ladder.
Yeah.
I can get that ladder really close if you want. Oh, I see something yellow. I have taken care of it. Should I power it on? It has been powered off for 5 minutes now.
Why so few videos from Tom lately? Well, a lot of stuff to prepare, a lot of taxes to do. Like this project by itself probably took 2 weeks of my time to prepare.
So currently it's not really hot.
No, but it's no.
Hotspot is 50, and that's the MOSFETs, of the extruder of the hot end.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. Not the, yeah, that's 50 degree Celsius, so that's not really hot.
Still.
They're not powered currently, right?
No, I will power it. And like that, and let's just.
The thermal shutdown is, I think it's at 110.
But how are we going to get that on the backside as well? The copper plate, etc. The reflective videos or whatever. That's the ramps right there.
Now the drivers start to heat up, especially one driver. You're only using one driver?
Yeah, I'm using one at a time. And I get let's say 2, 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2.
So I'm 60 now. 70, okay, this heats up pretty fast.
Okay. I will try to start the print G code.
Yep.
So that we can see it's developing. And just push plastic.
Do I get any closer with the? No, I don't. Of course, I cannot really see the values there. If I'm
Should we move the ladder?
Yep.
I guess we can get you a bit closer. We can span it over the lines right here.
I can put it over the lines, right?
Right here.
You will not get to
Move the ladder.
Are we okay in space there, or are we going to run that?
I mean, we will not go up that far anymore.
And we're just doing this.
Slightly run into it.
So now we should have pretty good,
Yep, heating hot end.
pretty decent.
I think we're on to something again.
So hotspot is currently at 65 Celsius.
Yes. And
That shouldn't be a reason to shut down.
160. I press brain. There is 1 minute and it will start.
Stay for 1 minute.
One motor stays completely cold.
Yeah, that's probably the extruder?
Yeah.
So this one here?
Yeah, extruder. That's the
Yeah.
extruder.
Okay. So it's a bit.
The D one that.
So this one heats up both.
Okay, on that the C one. This one. Okay, those lines are quite tight.
But it's still below 70.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, but I mean, what could happen if it's
We soon start the print.
so
10 seconds.
still below 70.
Yes. Okay, 9 seconds.
But what could happen is that we have, I mean, typically the flip PCB is pretty
Okay,
good.
now-
Pretty good to cool it. And now we're at 80. 84, 85.
Yeah. So either get some heat sinks on those, because that's another case of where we're cutting it really close.
Careful with your leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty close to shutdown already.
Okay.
One driver especially. 100.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's all the info we need.
Ooh.
That's too hot.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll power it
So
down.
that sounds like a good reason to.
So should we just slap some heat sinks on him, or should we try the 2130 again?
No.
I'll.
Last is just figuring out
Current tuning?
the current setting. I don't know
If we have more of those heat sinks, I'd be tempted to try them.
so we actually don't have things because we never use them.
Yeah. I say we start out with what we can do right now, and that is just touching base.
Okay.
I mean, that was the original plan. So what was the problem yesterday? There was some communication.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
initializing?
Yeah. They started not initializing once we mounted it on the ceiling and did stress relief on all the cables.
Okay, so you think that it's just something that we
We
did?
did short out the 5 volts
Okay.
of SPI to do its job.
I mean, yeah.
So plan was 2130, so I guess using those two. Second plan.
So the question is, can the ramps detect thermal shutdown on the drivers? And yes, it can. That was clipping. Okay. Yes, it can, but not with the TMC 2208 that we're using.
Everything up here is hot.
We did have the 2130 in there previously, and those do communicate when they're shutting down. But we did swap in the 2208 because something in the setup didn't want to communicate over SPI, and the 2208 we have in there right now don't communicate their shutdowns. So, yeah.
Yep. If it's good, it's all good. Switch to the 2130 now. Maybe last time I was support with that. Definitely support with that.
Probably that's
Nice toasty drivers. Nice toasty drivers.
yeah, it's very bad.
Finally working is good. It was finally working, but what was that for?
We're not pursuing today. Is it like full stream?
Yeah. But anyhow, you might have something you might have here.
Okay. Yeah. So the idea is to not have this stream on at least on the range, and then it's a nice strip of video.
Stefan schreibt.
Okay.
Stefan Wanderort. Das Problem mit dem gerade über Kopf hängen, die müssen bestimmt aktiv kühlen.
Hitze steigt nach oben.
Bitte?
Hitze steigt nach oben.
Ja, das war auch eigentlich und wenn ich überhängen, ja,
gut.
Ja, die kühlen Luft, also hast halt extra die Treiber so montiert. Das haben wir mit den Trams auch, mit den Trams oder so, die Treiber entwickelt. Und unbedingt, dass die Treiber oben sind, sichtbar sind. Und nicht so wie Stefan jemand, der da drunter den braucht. Und wie gesagt, gar nicht mehr weise. Stauwärme und dann hoch.
Ja, kann das ziemlich sein, weil die Luft dann zurückgeht. Also statt dass es halt nach unten hoch steigt, steigt es ins Gebiet. Okay. Ja, aber es ist so viel Unterschied soll es machen. Es soll zumindest, ich denke mal, es soll zumindest nicht so weit kommen, dass es am Schluss überhitzt, wenn es andersrum nicht überhitzen sollte. Weil das dann auf einmal 60 Grad mehr wäre eigentlich. Yeah, the 2208 do have UART, but that has just very recently been added to Marlin, so you can't really use that yet. Hey, question from chat. Someone found the drivers on Chinese sites. They seem to be very popular. Are they genuine? Are those genuine drivers? I noticed some of your teams drivers are on popular Chinese sites. Are these genuine?
Well, I think as far as we know, the driver chips on the boards are genuine.
So
we have seen a few of these, but as far as I know, there is no copy around.
Okay, so the ICs themselves should be genuine. That they're not going to be like the boards that Stefan makes. It's not going to be the Vatterod's sound stepstick. So it's a copy of those with maybe inferior components in a few spots, but at least the IC should be okay.
Okay, so the SPI is on there. I need to watch the image of my own setup. Remember when you go?
Okay, you're on the.
Yep.
Well, is that focusing on some line or something?
Well, I think there's moved a lot of them. Yeah. Oh, it's like really a lot.
That one was sold out in 2208 yesterday, and he's just writing that. He's right now manufacturing new ones and watching.
Okay. So 2208, does he still have stock for the 2130?
I don't know.
Okay, you guys bought too many TMC drivers from Vatterod's.
So do you think we'll have stock next week again?
Okay. So I'm hoping you guys heard that, but Vatterod is manufacturing new sound stepsticks right now, as we speak, and has the stream open and watching. So, hey Stefan, thanks for making those.
Yep. 2030 is
Okay. Power supply was too weak? Well, we don't know that. It might have been like an edge case, but we're now running into the driver boards overheating because they are overhead and have no heat sinks, and we don't know how to adjust the current on those, so we're swapping back in the TMC 2130. Yeah. The crimp connectors?
Yeah. It feels very bad.
Might just be worn out.
Just almost full of by gravity.
Okay, that could be a problem for SPI.
Yeah.
Should we recrimp those? Or should we try the 2208?
this connector is. It's not how I like it to be.
Okay, yeah, we can reprint those if that's all it takes.
Yeah, I'll just bend the pin slightly to give us a connection.
Okay.
It is glitched yesterday, and then you have given us the figure amount that we could.
Okay. Well, let's try.
So you think jumbo lights have been the problem with the 20?
They might have been the problem all this whole time. Yeah. Just worn out. DuPont connectors don't last forever, especially when they're being ferried around and treated rough at maker fairs, etc., etc. So at least we're fixing one cupboard after another.
Yeah, we learn, but we're not printing. Okay, I hope it works. Okay, so let's try.
What's the issue? We don't know. That's the thing. We are trying to figure that out.
We have got torque.
So we thought it was the power supply. We thought it was the driver's overheating. We're now thinking it was SPI.
Yeah.
So it looks like it was. So with the TMC 2130, it was the SPI wire harness that wasn't working. Okay. So simply worn out DuPont connectors. And with the 2208, we didn't set the current, so they were overheating.
So, time to reload, time to retry.
And right now it's looking good again, but how many times did we say that already today?
This is the 7th.
Yeah, seventh try when we thought it would be working. Rams's junk is always, I guess this is one of the few cases where I'm actually going to say the Rams isn't an issue.
The Rams 1.5 actually didn't have an issue?
Well, yeah, mine was crap. The one that I brought was pretty busted. Didn't have one of the thermistor inputs didn't work and one of the stepper drivers didn't work. It was just a bad soldering job, I guess.
But worn out DuPont crimp connector.
Yeah.
Yes, that can take your life away for a day.
Yeah, if you don't figure that out. Yeah. That doesn't sound good.
Did I insert the D motor connector?
One off.
One off.
Can you check if all the motor connectors are in correctly?
If everything, sorry?
The motor connectors, if they are not on the board, the actual motor plugs, are those in?
Let's move anything for tested. A is moving nicely.
I guess we can.
C is moving nicely. And D is moving nicely. Yes.
It's really connected.
Disconnect. Power.
Oh,
Power.
The B motor.
This one?
Yeah, that one is inserted.
I think it was powered as well.
It was powered?
Yep.
It was powered, but it didn't move. The faces were connected.
You think they have the...
I'm inserting only with 3 pins when there should have been 4.
Okay.
I think I made an offset.
Actually, I cannot see that from this position. Maybe I have to move closer to them.
Yeah, that's why I made the error. I took a little chance.
Yep. You want to check that?
Yeah.
Because I'm...
That is the one. Yes, is the deck in here?
Are you powered down?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe.
what?
The long pliers.
The needle-nose pliers.
Thank you.
Trinamic needs to make a 3D printer controller board so we don't have a spaghetti nest of wires to use these awesome drivers. Yeah, you guys do need to do that.
Actually, we followed the discussion yesterday, and we had a long discussion, internal discussion. So let's see what we do.
Okay. Yeah, I guess at some point the entire shield concept on an Arduino might not be the best way to go forward, but yeah, we'll see what we get. I mean, Trams is a nice start.
Yeah. Question is if me.
Yeah.
I want. Yeah.
We're taking Trinamic's gear. They want it back.
Yeah.
Oh, Vaterot is working on one.
Okay.
Wait until the beginning of next year.
Let us try.
So the B lines are still pretty slack.
Yeah.
So ESP is actually working surprisingly well, I guess.
Yeah, no failures in calling those out. CP motor -2. Yes, we have a working D motor. So let's focus ladder.
That's the coffee maker, sorry about that noise. Shall we try printing again?
Yes.
Okay, let's try printing again, I guess.
B. C.
Yeah, B is still pretty slack as is D.
Yeah, maybe D first.
Yeah. Trinamic should make a board aimed at all the CNC applications out there, not just 3D printing. Well, that would be a good idea. Depends on how well they can manufacture for small volume. Like 3D printing is probably a bigger market than CNC at this point.
No.
At CNC applications.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have the drivers.
Actually, that's my personal favorite.
Yeah. You guys have the 5160 and the 2660? And now they're available on the breakout boards, so that's nice.
In position, almost.
Good. Everything tight.
This tighten B until everything looks okay. Yep.
We need to get this camera checked. It's just not autofocusing well.
Lower D-axis. Yeah, that.
Should be close.
Now it's
Again?
hitting the hand again.
Okay.
But now we're on the original hardware, original power supply.
So we have
and drivers that we use in room.
the Arduino is the one that I bought, right?
Yeah, so there is the Arduino or in the motors or in
Yeah. So the motors are fine. Power supply is switched out, the ramps is switched out, we have the original TMC2130 drivers in there now, so, well. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. We should be using trams. It's not tramps, it's trams, right? Yeah, there's no P in there. It's not a Palula board anymore, so why would there be a P in there? Like, doesn't make sense.
So yeah, trams is
RepRap Arduino Mega Palula
trams is
Shield.
Pretty hard to occupy at Google because it's like another story.
Yeah. That's the Trinamic Arduino, no, the Trinamic RepRap Arduino Mega Shield.
Exactly.
So, I press print.
Okay.
So it's a few seconds, 180.
I guess it would actually be a surprise that, you know, if it would be working now.
Yeah, you can't get used to failures.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had luck with all other menus. I haven't had failed print starts before. And then we've had it for one full day. It's like, it hits you sometime.
Yeah.
Luck evens out all the time. That's just sympathetic belief.
Getting hot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action!
That's rough. And that's too fast. There you go. Mega making, recovering a 15-hour print. Yeah, I guess it's worth hacking a bit of G-code if you want to recover a print that took that long. Okay, so yeah, that's just an oozed out hot end. That's not a problem. So we got this far before.
Yeah, so let's wait until the 4th round of this.
Yeah, and then we're gonna call it successful, I guess.
More successful than the previous one. Let's call it successful when it has printed a canoe. I'd say. But if this is a success for the 2130s, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't the fault of thermal cameras. Those are really nice for taking.
Yeah, those are really expensive too.
Yeah.
You can get the Flare one as an iPhone or Android attachment. It's relatively rough. I think it's like a 120 by 160 pixel resolution, but it's useful, or maybe even less. But it's useful for checking out things like that. Just seeing which drivers get hot, which areas of the board get hot. And it works for what it needed to do, but like we had to return that one. But the nice one is a lot more expensive.
Yes, if grab some cyborg equipment, like get something into the house, it would be that IR wavelength camera.
Yeah. Yeah, looking good so far.
Yeah, we are at the point where it failed. We're past the point where it failed last time. And we are starting out the 4th round.
Yeah. So, Mariusz, just to fill you in again. So these are stationary. These are just tied into these beam sliders. Yeah.
Yep.
So all the line here is stationary, and the actual movement happens up on the ceiling. There's motors and spools and everything up on the ceiling, and they're just routed down. Which one can you see? You can see none of the the anchor. Oh, you couldn't get that.
Oh, we're actually getting CIs for the first time.
Nice. There. So we do have all the stuff. Then we have lines coming down from there and over there, and then being routed back into the anchors. But we do have Z height. We are getting somewhere.
Okay, something happening.
Is a transporter G-code interpreter? No, that's still the Arduino that it's plugged into.
Oh, like just get put up and running.
Did not like
I don't know.
Yeah, we are getting Z height. That's
Oh, we have the second layers already?
yeah.
Cool.
Second and third. This is base mode. This is gonna go up relatively quickly.
We have the filament dragging in quite a bad angle.
So, 21 versions.
Again, it is victorious. Ah, the smell of molten PLA in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't think that I can see anything from here, but it's like in the 40s. Let's check how close I can get from that. I think. Yeah. We're in the 50s.
50s.
In the 50s, not in the 100s.
We have something very fishy going on the gate.
Where?
The C-axis. We have from yesterday, the zip ties, they actually touch the C line and create an artifact on the print.
The zip ties from hanging the notebook there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard.
3D printing is so hard.
It doesn't seem to matter that much.
We get this artifact right here.
Oh, okay.
You can
Do
see.
you think that's because of the...
Where?
Here, you can see stuttering movement every time it reaches that point.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the zip ties right there. Touching the line.
Oh.
The notebook zip ties.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Let's see right now.
Oh yeah, it's actually you can actually see it bouncing. That is interesting. Ja, klar. Macht jetzt zu den. Genau, ja, wir sind live, aber nicht auf das gesehen von denen. Okay, so just to show you what's up there, so that zip tie is rubbing on the line and that's creating an artifact.
Or it might be if one line holder is rolling properly.
Yeah.
Something is not smooth at that exact position.
So you think that's anything? That's the main test one.
I think that zip line is such a thin explanation that we're rocking here.
That's only that.
Yeah, it's really.
Actually, I think
maybe pulling this.
I think
Yeah,
yes.
some motion where it's pulling film. That might be it.
It's like really the
Yeah, let's mention this.
I tried taking out the film quickly and it still did it, but I think it's the Chico because if you look at the motors,
Motors show as well?
they are doing that exact movement.
Okay.
So this might be a slice issue or a truncation.
But it's bouncing pretty hard. So filament is going to be select this next one?
Let's look at the A spool right now.
Yeah, no, it doesn't again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We are pushing our slices pretty hard. Is this a vase? Yes, we are printing in vase mode. It's not going to be, well, if you use it upside down, it might be a vase, but it's not going to be standing up. But what's interesting is that the cooling we have with no fan seems to be enough.
Yeah, probably takes a minute to go around.
Yeah. But we do want to push this, right? We do want to get it a bit faster.
Yeah, it's nervous, especially because of our USB and our stuttering movements. But
Yeah, let's bang this print out as is. It's going to take a bit over an hour, right?
at the current speeds, 1.5 hour for 40 minutes. You want me to push it?
Let's how many people do we even have in this stream? I don't know. I don't have it open. 61.
61.
I don't know.
Oh, it stopped doing the stuff.
It stopped. It might come back in a different position on the part though, at a different Z height.
Yep.
You know.
Definitely.
I'd say let's let this one complete. Let's let this one print just at what we know is going to work.
Yep.
So that when we leave here, we have at least one print that we have.
Yeah, that makes this psychological difference.
Yeah, and then we can start, you know, doing the crazy stuff with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just to give you a rough estimate.
Because it has text inside, text in the G code, comments. Oh, look at that. Yes, you can actually see that. The shaking is, Simone, thank you for that. The shaking is because there's actually a signature there. You see the text? It is letters being written out.
Ah, it's part of the STL we're printing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can kind of see it when if it would focus.
So yeah.
Right there, yeah, 3D, something 3D. So it's the designer's watermark, basically.
Yeah, one always suspects somehow.
Okay, that's good. If it did not come up on your YouTube subs page, then you're probably not subscribed to this channel. But it's surprising that that's coming out as crisp as it is. It's surprising that it's coming out so crisp. Like the text is perfect. There's no rippling. There's no nothing there.
Yeah.
Even though it looked like it's like completely going crazy.
Yeah, you get quite fine detail.
Simone, yes, you're not a mod on the second channel. Exactly. Ritual is asking, does the current branch of Marlin support this?
Current branch of Marlin?
Yeah.
Yes. This is OpenSCAD version 3. The branch I point demo to.
Not Marlin. The official Marlin does not
Official
support.
Marlin
Does not support the Hangprinter at all. Yeah. I wonder what it is. Why are they not adding the option there? They have added so many other options that are pointless.
Because of the kinds of problems we've had these past 2 days, they don't want to go through it.
Okay. Yeah.
But if Marlin supporters and coders are watching, I could help you out. I have the time and skill to do that.
Okay. Yeah, we might hook you up with the Marlin core team.
Yeah.
Cool. What speed are we using?
What speed? Let's see. We are using 70% of. Let's see. Looking at file here.
The expression working surprisingly well. It's just the microphone is here.
Okay.
Just have to I can stop.
28.
Okay.
That just with this recorder.
That is quite a software.
That's, you should connect that to continuously because I cannot understand what you're talking like.
Using microphones.
It's 28 millimeters per second.
Okay.
That's
So we are getting it.
like the slowest I've ever printed, but
I mean,
I am nervous.
we're always already on the way in again. Yeah, but these layers are looking really juicy.
Yeah.
Is that curved or is that's part of the model? Yeah.
This is working as expected.
Unless someone trips over the anchors, which is probably going to be me, but just look at those layers. There, you can see him down there in the corner. Those are some blurry but consistent layers. Maybe right here.
Is that still this Christmas tree there?
Look at that. Nice layers. Blue Christmas tree, yeah. Maybe. So what turned out to be the issue? What did we do? We replaced the power supply,
Yeah.
but that might have been part of the problem.
Yeah.
We might have seen power supply shutdowns. We did replace the 2208 drivers with 2130 again.
Yeah.
We did drop in the 2208 in the first place because we thought those were just not starting up and something was wrong, and something was wrong with the 2130, but it was the wire harness.
Yeah.
That was actually, worn down.
Yeah.
And the 2208 were overheating because we didn't tune them at all. And what else did we do? We now have
Remove the Bluetooth.
yeah, we now have USB wired up, which seems to be working fine.
Not for now.
I think-
If it works for 1 hour, then it's QC print.
Yeah, maybe. But I trust this more than I trust the Bluetooth.
Yeah, right now. So.
Yeah. So that's so we swapped out Bluetooth for USB, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So it was a combination of a few different things.
Yep.
Is it strong enough to keep pulling the filament? Or do we have to manually feed it? Like right now we just have it on, I guess you cannot see that, but
I think the filament is at the worst possible angle.
We should have more at the top.
that's how we have our filament mounted right now. Just on a stick. If you have some sort of bearing or some sort of yeah.
Yeah, that helps. It's also if you have chosen one strategy, like right now we have had the slack going all the time, then we will get consistent layers, and then if we switch strategy so that it will pull filament by itself, we will have one layer that is
Yeah.
a little bit off
Maybe
in
a bit
some
of
places.
excess.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have that side force all of a sudden. So
So it was because Lars was asking, do you have an estimate what current we have set up there? Oh yeah.
oh, that looks.
Half an amp, completely half an amp in firmware on all drivers.
So 500 milliamps on all drivers on A, B, C, D, and the extruder.
Yes.
Okay, so for the extruder 500 milliamps seems to be enough, and for A, B, C, D apparently as well.
10%.
You eventually want to print unattended for a very long time given the build volume? Yes. We're not going to babysit this for 15 hours or longer.
No. The thing with records is that you fight with them for a long time, then you start trusting them ultimately. Like children.
Yeah, and eventually they ruin you.
Yeah. And then a few years later.
So maybe we have to learn. We have to learn anyhow how to use this thing because as far as I know, Joe he might be it. I mean, we was our way. We asked him to show up here, so we have to expect that he really does. I mean, he wanted to be here like later. We had to postpone it all the time.
Yeah, I really enjoy teaching.
Yeah.
Teaching isn't just us. So
He says he stops by here, we might have to call you.
Krusha, he stopped by our booth in Ormka, so he has some more quickly.
Yep.
See, there's a little bit of backlash on every corner.
But still, it's pretty good. I mean, that's much better than I would have expected from just knowing it's just lines.
Yeah,
Or these light lines.
this setup.
So I mean, I've seen like Cartesian printers that you can just buy off the shelf with that much worse print quality. So
Yeah, these lines give a lot of rigidity. People.
that's really impressive. Yes. And you say that's still a little bit more slack than you would. That's still a little bit more slack than you would typically.
Yeah,
Or more tension, less tension, not really slack.
in Rome we run them with more intense lines and got maybe crisper.
Yeah, still it's pretty.
Yeah.
How long did it take to set that in Rome?
Oh, it took us 9 hours.
And you did that live or?
We went up the day before.
Yeah.
And we were
These
supposed
layers
to
are looking so good.
from companies that would build the frame and they didn't show up.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Stuff like that. So we
What layer height are you printing at?
maybe your height, let's see.
So we are rocking the 1.2mm nozzle. It is, whoops. Okay. So we are rocking the fat nozzle.
0.
Yep. Which looks more or less like bending filament.
Yeah, it's almost like we're just stacking individual lines of filament here.
Okay, 0.7 layer height.
Okay,
0.8 on the first layer.
you bumped it up just a tiny bit.
Yeah. So let's move this.
Look at that.
I mean,
Look at that.
Up a little bit up.
Look at that. Like, wow.
Oh, you think it's better if it's closer to the.
Yeah.
Yes, 1.2mm nozzle. Copper,
We're on the right side.
nonetheless. We did swap in the E3 copper nozzle on the Volcano Aero setup. And so far it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah.
But again, the idea here is to just get this print out, get it finished, leave it printing, and once we have a print that we know works, so once we know that like the entire kinematics works, etc., we can start pumping the speed if we want to.
Yeah, it would be so satisfying to just have an object.
Yeah, just have something to hold in the hand. The thing is, I mean, this is maybe not going to be the most impressive print. It's gonna be the size that you can print on almost any other machine.
Yeah,
But
29 Z height is not the standard, but many machines can do it.
yeah, like you grab a CO10 or something, that's easily going to print as large, but this is nowhere near the maximum build volume. Like we could, if we use this as a base, we could print the benchy that just fills up this on the first layer, and then extends past it. I mean, we could print a benchy that you could actually sit in if we had filament spools large enough.
Yes.
I suppose.
And if we had a better serial connection.
Yeah. Or in that case, OctoPi, OctoPrint.
Yeah.
Or even an SD and LCD card. An LCD card. SD card and an LCD display. More than 2 layers, yeah. It is looking like it's actually going to keep printing. So, do you think we should start the large Christmas tree and just let it print?
If Sonnen allows?
Yeah, we're going to have to see what they say.
Yeah.
Like eventually we do want to print a tree that actually fills up the build volume pretty well. They don't have a Christmas tree here, they need something to decorate, I guess. How are you going to load new filament in the progress? Well, we'll try to get along with the 2.6 kilogram spool, I think. And I guess it's not looking as cool now because it's connected to the print. But when it's just floating in mid-air with nothing supporting it, that's like one of the most fascinating things to see. Like this right here, this is just a triangle floating in space. The noise is gone. That's a coffee machine. Coffee maker. Yeah.
One funny thing with the Babel Tower print was that I had to print it dragging it so filament like this, and I would see when the machine ate through 1 kilogram that the precision got better and better. So in the evening I had much better precision, and then I reloaded a new filament spool each morning.
Yeah, so as the spools were getting lighter, the prints were actually improved.
Yes.
Okay.
So I eventually got myself some bearings.
Yeah.
That is quite nice.
Yeah. Redemption 1, so the previous version, the V2 had everything on the mover as we saw in the Sweden 3D printing meetup. And that was just a huge weight issue, right?
Yeah.
There was electronics, there was motors, there was the spools, everything on the mover, and since it's using the same strings, right? Same, at least.
These ones are thicker.
So these ones are thicker. Okay. So yeah, it was just a weight issue. Stuff was bouncing around like crazy. Is the uniform the black suit and blue jeans? Black and jeans, gray and jeans. What is Jonas wearing today? Jonas wearing the same, black and blue.
Not sure.
Yeah. Look at those layers. Like every time I print fat layers, it's just so satisfying.
One of the very nice things about using lines instead of rigid axis is that precision gets really good, smooth movement.
Yeah. I guess that there is a bit of what you can see right there, there's a bit of gapping because the layers are just too tall for the overhang that we're printing, but it's still printing really well with no part cooling fan too. What is the build volume on this? Pretty large. We discussed that yesterday. So
yeah.
The first layer, I guess we could print a 4 meter diameter disc with 2 meter radius, probably because the anchors are far enough apart.
Or triangular shape, 4 meter.
Yeah.
Not completely
Rhomboid.
Yeah.
French name triangle. That's
Especially with bow sides.
yeah, exactly. So like a delta basically. And then as you move up, you do restrict yourself slightly with the width and with the lines touching on the print. So it's more of like a trumpet shape.
Yeah. Am I in the picture here?
You are, yeah, just barely.
Okay. So print volume, you can print out here, probably longer on the first layer.
Yeah, so that's roughly $1.20 from the center, $1.50.
And then print volume swings up like this.
Yeah.
And up here it's like a big delta.
Yeah, any problems you ran into so far?
Any problems?
Zombie disposal squad is asking. Did we run into any major problems?
I don't remember any.
No, totally smooth build, like
Yeah,
anyone
just
can do it.
print.
Yeah, super easy. Yeah, there was.
We
It's
have
really
24 hours of slight electrical problems.
yeah, but nothing you wouldn't have on another printer. Like it's. So the thing is, this is not the Hangprinter's fault. Like the design of the Hangprinter, totally not a problem. Like it was just standard electrical issues that if you use the same hardware on another printer, you'd also have the exact same problems, right?
Yeah.
I gotta say, it would be slightly easier to debug.
Yes.
Because you don't have to be up on the ceiling, plugging and unplugging ramps. But yeah, this is. We did run into a few roadblocks, but it wasn't the ramps, the Hangprinter's fault. It was the ramps' fault at some point.
Yeah. We actually had quite a few things to debug. And we did successfully debug lots of new things. So.
Yeah, off camera this morning, and the other streams as well.
Yeah. 20%.
Yeah, so this is just gonna keep printing, I guess.
Looks like it.
Cool. I wanted another coffee, but I've already had 3 cups.
3 cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see. We have worked a lot.
You have to compensate the readings from the sensibly too long ribbon cable and power loss of the length. No, not for the thermistor. The thermistor is so low current that you're not going to get any voltage drop over even this 5 meter long cable. So that's not a problem.
Yeah,
Michael Godfellow, I think what you're looking into is called, I don't know what it's called exactly, but look into the Z-Corp machines. Those are pretty much exactly what you're looking into. Yeah. Result is worth it. I'd say so too, yeah. Yes, pretty much common printer problems. Nothing out of the ordinary. This is a scratch build, like this is not a pre-tested, pre-calibrated, pre-done print. This is like all custom 3D printed parts. This is all custom hardware, etc. Well, off-the-shelf hardware, but yeah.
it's fully self-sourced, web.
Yeah. So I guess less the calibration, less just the uniqueness of the design. It's about as complex as building an IFE from scratch, I assume.
Yeah.
Actually, Jonas is the odd one out today. He's wearing gray and blue jeans.
Sorry?
People were commenting whether like black and blue jeans was the common uniform here. But you're the odd one out. You're wearing gray and blue jeans.
I didn't get that, sorry.
Yeah. There you go.
Badging the print.
You're the odd one out. You're wearing gray plus blue jeans.
Really damaged it.
It was not good. Just keep running.
Feel a bit slack.
Yeah.
Can we
This is still in position.
Film position? Okay.
This
Ooh!
is angle good.
Oh, I moved the other anchor. This one is still good.
Yeah, we should have used the neon yellow lines. Neon.
We should print like, have like blue tape on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, these lines are incredibly hard to see. I feel like even if you keep printing, even if it, I mean, it's probably going to recover as long as the lines are tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
I slowly drag it back into position.
It should be fine. It should recover. It might split though. Well, it's definitely going to split at these.
Yeah.
The messed up layers.
So I think we'll back on the original part. Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Good.
Back on track, yeah. It's still printing better than the Chinese printers. I mean, fat layers just make any part look nice. If you try to do really tiny layers, any amount of absolute error is going to throw it off. If you have a tenth of a millimeter of an error here, like you're not even going to see that. If you have a tenth of a millimeter error on a really tiny layer and really precise or small print, then yes, that will be noticeable. Yeah, that should recover, I think.
Well, that's commenting that this Christmas tree model.
Ha! Hey, you know that shape very well. Yeah, we were actually a bit scared on the first few layers. The printer was just shaking all over the place. But there is a signature in there, so that is cool.
It's really fascinating that the audio, you can understand the audio on the screen, because I cannot understand anything in the room.
Yeah,
I mean, it's better on the screen than in the room.
Yeah. So if anyone is looking for an echo suppression plugin, Aiken Digital Deverberate. Very much recommended. Very good stuff. And it does a bit of noise suppression at the same time, so that's a bonus.
Okay, it will recover.
It will recover. It's not going to look great during those few layers, but yeah, it's looking like we'll get there eventually.
The lines really hard to see, so let's just
let's get some.
put a mark on the ground, especially where you then this is
Nice. But you're getting very used to this now.
Yeah, I ran into it often enough.
It's like getting.
It's good that it stopped a little before
Yes.
my last US trip. So I have all blue tape.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be exactly the position where the lines are going to be. As long as it reminds people, hey, watch out, there's stuff.
There is something going on the ground.
Like if you really print, that's no big deal. If people hurt themselves, that's much more.
Yeah.
So like, because people are running around, they can this around their throat. That's the thing I was worried about.
Yep. Would a higher ceiling or bigger room increase build volume? Yes.
Basically, you're using a like silence like that, so it's just okay. Slicing is standard as a problem first.
Standard, considering normal people like that.
Yep.
Is that a E3D Titan Arrow with Volcano heater block? Yes, it is. It's an E3D Titan Arrow with Volcano heater block and a copper 1.2mm nozzle and a Prusa motor. So Yeah, all the parts in there.
So we were wondering before if we can try Hangprint later.
We should.
Yeah, so do you guys actually want a larger print going on, maybe overnight to Saturday morning?
Just have to be careful on anything with Friday night here.
Oh,
We don't walk into the lights, but
yeah.
I was very impressed in Rome. I'm sure there was 2,000 people there, like maybe 500 kids, and no one walked into the lines for 15 hours.
Yeah, but you also had the wooden frame over it.
Yeah, and we protected it with our bodies, so we will walk around continuously putting up.
Yeah, so I guess you could have put some safety tape on there.
Yeah.
you know, the original lights is it manually kind of put some. I thought it would be possible to put some like flags on the top lines so you can see them, but it doesn't work because you cannot pull it out.
Depends on how long you're going to blow that axis.
Yeah.
But you only want to hold the line when you're attracted.
Infinity bloom.
So they have like special people for potentially fans or
Stop it now, it's broken. Well, we do kind of want to do a mid-length test and just see if it's actually going to keep printing for like a reasonable amount of time. Like, before we start the 15-hour print and then discover, hey, like 1 hour into the print we get like this fancy issue. So let's get one done. And if anything, I mean, this is looking good. This is looking like it's pretty much recovered now. We can always just break off the first two layers and show it like that. It's still going to be a 25 centimeter tall print. It's still going to be a decently sized print.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will get faster per layer as you move up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. It is not 3mm filament. No, it is 1.75. There still seems to be a bit of a discussion going on, or a bit of a, well, a bit of a need to research whether 3mm or 1.75 actually ends up being the preferred material for printing lots of it, fast. So for the time being, we do still have the 1.75mm set up because that's what we know is going to work, and that's just a bit more available, I feel like. So yeah. How do you combat momentum with a Hangprinter? You just make it as light as possible.
Yeah. And use slip lines.
Yeah, and
keep them always tight.
the thing is, this is not just being held up by these lines. This is not just being held like a pendulum. There are extra lines there, and there that actually give it some, actually really good rigidity for what it is. Like, if you feel this thing when it's just hovering in midair, this feels surprisingly rigid, surprisingly solid. It's actually being anchored into midair.
So we won't turn it on.
Yeah.
Do you want to G-code?
Okay. Yeah, the side cables, those are the ones that give it the rigidity, and you can kind of see them blurred out, But yes, they are really hard to see. I mean, we just walked into one, like, find the cables. There are 3 going up, there are 2 going to the side, 2 going to the side there, and then 2 each there and there going up. Visible, yeah. Whatever, it's not the first issue on the print. So, I like how this filament looks when you're printing it with thick layers.
Yeah, it's easy to capture the individual layers.
Sure, bought some CF for Kevlar line from Mark Forge. The thing is, no, this is PE UHMW, and we discussed this yesterday a few times. This is the best strength to weight material that you can get. So, neither steel nor Kevlar nor carbon or glass fiber or anything like that comes close to being as strong and stiff as the PE UHMW line that we have here. So, yeah. Will the vertical wires eventually saw through the corner holes? No, they will not, because these are static. These are not moving. We could put some tape on there to show that. But these right here are just tied to the effector. They just run it through here, tied to the effector. These are just, you know, slowly moving along, and they're being fed through. Where's one? There's one. So you can kind of see the anchor with the 3 motors on there right now. Now you can. So we have lines going from the mover back to the anchor. Anchor back there. You can see the 2 neon parts, and you can see the line feeding in. And that goes, where's my finger, fat finger, that goes in from the mover, and then it goes up to the ceiling. So the only line movement that happens is back there on those line rollers, and up on the ceiling, where we have that unit. That's where all the spools are. Cool. Printing. Nice. So should we, I don't know, when this thing is, should we tune speeds and see how fast we can go with a new print that we then throw away, or should we do it again with this one?
At the end of this one, I'm quite tempted to do it right now.
You know, let's do it. Let's see how fast we can go. Maybe go bump up the temperature just a bit. We do have a copper knob,
yeah.
So it should be able to transfer the heat into the fluid.
So I'm bumping stepwise so that we don't get very hard shifts.
Yeah.
You want this?
Yeah, probably. I'm just looking for something rigid, but thanks. So temperature, I know the Infinity Blue will print at 220 just fine. I mean, it's loopy, but I mean, print as hot as we can, so it's as low of a resistance as possible, I guess.
13 right now. Wait 1 minute, and I'll go to 17.
Sound has dropped off. No, I just moved away from the mic. Right, the mic is literally on the table here. We don't have the wireless mics today. I know if I walk away, then you're not going to be able to hear me. Right now, I'm right next to it, so that's better. But if I walk, say again?
Audio is really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, if I walk away, of course it's going to get less loud, but...
So it's more noisy than it was yesterday.
Yeah, obviously.
It's still easier to understand on the screen in the room. So it's really.
Yeah, so the two Chinese guys are sitting over there. They have headphones on. They're like, yeah, we can hear you on the stream, but we can hear you if we just listen to you in the room. All right, temperature. Where are we at?
217.
217. Yeah, it's good.
Increasing speed.
That does look a lot faster already, and it sounds faster too.
Yeah. It's about 13% faster.
And if you can see the, I guess you can't really see it, but if you get a shot of the Titan gear, that thing is, oh yeah, it's probably hooning right now. Some things, that's the spool, okay. I was wondering, something was vibrating. Is the model supposed to have the layer brakes I see in the print, so if the overhangs? Wow. Yeah, the one at like half height, no, that was us tripping over the spool, over the lines.
Yeah.
That's not part of the model. Okay, so that speed is at what? 30 something?
32.
32?
Bumping again. Up to 34. And in theory, if we manage my other setups, we should be able to run at 60.
So we're at 34, let's just go to 40.
Yeah.
Let's just go 10 at a time. And we're going to be able to see if we run into issues. Like what would we expect to see if we run out of available speed?
We will see filament blocks instead of the solid line.
Okay.
Corners will start to not probably attach to each other.
Okay, so that is just mechanical flex and that is extruder performance.
Yeah.
Let's bump the temperature to 220, I think.
Yeah, it's at 220 now.
Okay, it's 220 now.
So bumping speed again. I know we want to bump quickly, but I'm only at 36.
I mean, the thing is, we're not going to see like a catastrophic failure if we bump it too much. At least not if we bump it, would it be 20%? That's not going to turn it from working perfectly to working, you know, to failing completely. So, yeah.
We will see a noticeable line in the print. It won't be as beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that's the same trade-off I always tell people. Like, if your print doesn't look well or it doesn't look perfect, just try printing slower as a start.
Yeah.
And then look into upgrading your parts. Michael Marino, we are running at 12 volts. We should be running at 24, but we are running at 12 volts because that's just the components we ordered, and that's what we started out with. We realized too late that we should probably be using 24 or at least 19 volts. So that's just what we have. And it's working fine. It is working well. And I'm actually surprised by how well the motors are keeping up at just 500 milliamps of current.
Yeah.
These are the...
That's RMS current. So they...
Yeah, so P times 1.4, so that's 700 something milliamps.
Yeah.
Which is still not a lot of current.
No.
700 milliamps peak, so yeah.
I really like these drivers. They are a bit stronger. Less likely to skip.
Yeah. My experience exactly with the Team C drivers, dynamic drivers, so these are 2130s. And what were you using before? TI?
Yeah,
I still remember that. You had the drivers that were screaming in Sweden.
Yep.
So those must have been TI. Mega Maker is asking, the corner brackets on the effectors on the mover is so thin, is it because you don't really need it to be super rigid? And the lines are actually supported by the opposing lines instead of the corner? I guess you mean, yeah, so these corners right here, these aren't really thin, so these are 3 millimeters tall, or thick roughly. And it's only like until here where they're unsupported with just this flat piece. You don't really need the strength, I guess. There's not really that much of a force on them.
No, you want them to be fairly rigid.
Yeah.
But they have an extra support thickness beam.
Yeah, on the other side.
On the other side.
Exactly. So those. Yeah, so the only forces actually that's pushing on this is gravity from the effector. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Unless lines are tight.
It's gravity from the effector plus each of these corners is actually pulling to the outside, so it's trying to pull itself apart.
Yeah. That's what gives the rigidity.
Yes. But they're also anchored on the line on the beam side. So
yes, the forces now are like
so these are counteracting each other pretty much perfectly. Yeah, so
yep.
So this is counteracting itself. So the only forces on this corner is actually gravity from the sector, which is.
Yeah, you can.
Can we see your feet on the thermal camera on the print? Ooh. That would look sweet though. We'll have to ask if we can get that back, but they needed it for actual production again. So, not sure if we can get it back. Faster?
Yes, let's go faster.
Let's go 40, come on.
No.
Ah.
So 40. 42.
42. Now it's actually making 3D printing noises. Yeah. You can hear the stepper motors actually. Oh, you can hear the steps now, kind of.
Yeah. Hey, if we run it really fast, then you will hear it flip into full step mode.
Ah. Yeah, well, full step or spread cycle or?
It's in spread cycle right now.
Oh. So this is not even stealth job.
No, this is super hybrid mode. I guess the D-order is constantly in stealth job because it doesn't move quickly. ABC is in spread cycle, and this one is also in spread cycle. But if we bump up speed, this one will start having full step noises.
Okay.
So let's run.
Looks like it can go up another 10 in speed. Yeah, totally. I'd agree. The filament is so the noise you're hearing is just the filament spool unwinding itself back there. Wow, that actually focused on the line. Fantastic. But you see the filament back there.
It's much more satisfying to see move fast, I think. I see no significant color difference.
Say again?
I don't see any significant color shifting or layers getting loose or any problem, any sort.
You see a difference in how glossy something is?
Yeah. It's usually flashlights. Maybe it's getting slightly darker actually. So the increased temperature plays a bigger role than the increased heat. That is very good.
Yeah. And I do think that the copper nozzle is helping quite a bit.
Up until now, everything works.
I think that's really helping us pump the energy into the filament that we need.
Yeah, so this is 46.
I think it's slightly offset.
Yeah, we have slack lines. Let's try to tighten our lines to get better precision. Let's do that very slowly.
So slack lines are just getting from a bad calibration or from spool buildup? No, spool buildup would actually overslack them.
I did start with the slack lines on purpose.
Okay.
To not load the motors overheat.
Peter Birmingham is saying we need to make one with 3mm filament and a 2.5mm nozzle.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, at some point, maybe.
That's a good idea, we just need to adjust the time.
Yeah, but can you actually get nozzles with that big of a bore? I think you can. If not, if it's a brass nozzle, it's very easy to make.
Yeah. Okay, now we're getting into heat issues because layers are not solidifying quick enough.
So again, there.
Layers are still warm, I think.
Yeah, they're still slightly wobbly.
We need a part cooling fan. I told you, man.
Yeah.
What we could actually do is just get a big fan and blow over the entire pin.
Yeah. Can we use the
Vacuum?
vacuum cleaner?
That's too loud. That's too loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just overheating that we're seeing now. This is, yeah, temperature issues. I will try to organize just a fan.
So going back to 40mm per second. Oh, nice.
If I'm a huge fan,
Yeah.
where can we put I guess there.
Oh, careful! Your pan is touching.
Shit. Well, that actually moved it.
Okay. I'm not being a good example myself, but in general, I recommend everyone to just go outside of the anchors, go around the anchors and not step through the lines.
Okay, that's definitely going to be visible, but
Yeah, close to that.
I knew! I knew it. Now we have You just got this big fan. Should light some. Yeah, this is blowing nicely over everything. Yeah. And we do have a sock on the block, which means it should, it shouldn't cool down the hot end too much. What's the best board to use 2130s with? Anything that you can plug them into? Yeah, not enough time for it to cool down, definitely. That's what we got the fan for. So I'm thinking this should stabilize pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that big gap, that is where I actually pulled on the lines, right?
Yeah.
I think, maybe. Yeah, the good thing, typically your prints are going to be larger.
Much larger.
Yeah, so temperature issues like this are not going to appear that quickly. But you can still configure it in the slicer to be like a minimum layer time, which is what you usually do with.
You can just plug in a fan right here and use your spare leads and plug it in the fan output and it will work.
You could of course do that. Yeah, I mean it's looking. Yeah, this is looking a lot better, and it is actually solidifying.
Yep.
So this fan is working perfectly. Nice. Should we try and push the speed some more?
Yeah, or push back and increase it so that it will recover more easily. So back up to 40.
Yeah, so this is going to take a while to accumulate heat in the part.
Yep.
Yeah, hard cooling is trivial to add. You just need to add some sort of a bracket because there is no provisioning for just adding a fan, but you could do that very easily.
Yeah, we usually actually do cooling like this.
Yeah, so you just have like a...
are so big that the print, like, if you print only, if you cool only this area, then it don't make a difference.
Exactly. I mean, you could also, I mean, if you look at how the, mover is set up, you could also just mount like a big 140mm PC fan up here.
Yeah.
Just offset somewhere, just have that blow on it, as long as it's a relatively light one, I guess.
Yeah.
And why is the mic sound so terrible? Well, the mic is, I'm told, actually surprisingly good for what it is, but today, in this, that's what the second channel is for, guys. That is what this channel was made for, to do like low effort streams, and this is definitely one of them. I'm not setting up the full wireless lav system today, because it is the second channel. It is just a casual stream of us printing and trying to figure stuff out. So all I have is the Zoom H4 on the desk right there. So no worn mics on us at all. It's just the mic on the table. That's the easiest to do. What was the other question? What was the problem? I guess...
we have failing...
oh, okay.
So bumping the speed on the... bumping the temperature, lowering the speed.
Yeah, it's actually stopping. It's stalling out completely. Stop completely. Can you bump the current on that? Oh.
Yeah, I set it to 230, but it heats up extremely slowly, so I think it doesn't like being cooled like that.
thinking maybe, but this is not getting any current at all.
Oh.
Wait, it's not getting. Can you pump up the current for the motor itself?
Yeah. Should we pause it? Yes, we should. Yes, I think that G. What's try? M906.
Okay, that was just the order I was getting taken on audio sheet.
Okay, so I'm bumping from 05 to 06 amps.
Okay.
And
Because we do still have a bit of a headroom with the drivers. They're not getting too hot yet.
I don't think so.
Ooh. That does not sound good at all.
Have we lost a connector somewhere? Or
This is also not feeding in all the way.
did the button just jam? Fill and snap off?
Can you move it up and then recover from that?
Yeah. Let's see.
Got like 10 centimeters or so?
Let's do 1 centimeter.
How portable is this? You definitely have to refresh long enough to move. Yeah, you have to recalibrate the entire thing. You do the measurement again, but it does fit in a carry-on suitcase. So yeah, that's good. That should give us enough.
Okay.
So the bottom is at temperature. Yeah, it's extruding.
Yeah, is that 230?
Yeah. 230 is definitely too hot for this relay.
Yeah. I'll bring it down to 210.
Yeah, 215 or something.
50.
So can you run the extruder motor?
Yes.
Speed 5. It might re-spool when you restart it then.
Yeah, I will use G92 to recover.
Okay, that's running smoothly.
Again?
It is running smoothly. That's good.
Okay, do it again.
Okay, I think. Up.
No, doesn't work.
Doesn't work. What do you think? Is that just an issue with driving too fast? It's almost like one phase of the motor is giving out.
Yes, it sounds like that, definitely. And it does look like that when you touch the gear.
This should be good. Connection is good.
Yep, so
Anything over on the other end? There?
it's a bit hard to tell from here.
The measurements for the geometry are definitely in the modeling config. You can define it there, but you can also send it through G-code. But it ends up being the same thing.
I just realized that I didn't put the chip select pins on the correct ones, so when I say you want to do 0.6, then maybe 8 years.
Can you get them up more? 0.6?
So I'm just bumping all. A.6, B.6, C.6, D.6, 3.6. Yeah.
The other one should be fine. But what I'm wondering is why if it's 500 milliamps, why it's not working. When it was working before.
Yeah.
No.
No. So putting all down to 500 again.
You're not getting any of the serial. Well, you're not getting the feedback from the others, right?
And the store?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do get that actually.
So that is something that is really nice to have with stock knowledge. Just tells you, hey, home temperature here.
Yeah, 907 is implemented. So what is 0 right now? I could do a long extrude. And
no.
That's 0.
So people are wondering if it would take my weight if I actually sat on this thing. It would probably. The plastic parts are going to break in the corners. The string would take it. The string is rated to 50 pounds or kilograms. But the motors definitely do not have enough torque to keep us up there.
so,
Alright, this print is probably done for.
yeah, we unpower, check the motor connection because it sounds like one phase is full now. So, disconnecting, power down. Might be my crimps actually.
My what?
My crimps.
Your crimps? Ooh. Yeah, usually those.
Yeah. My crimps. That's so smooth.
Oh, I guess we can get this one up there.
Okay. What's the best way you think to check them?
Just pulling them. If the wire falls out, then it's back for them. So it's powered off.
Power is off.
It's D, this is E. Let's see. That's good. That's good. It's also good. These feel really good.
Okay.
Looks like this may not be. No.
It could also be blocked hardened, but in general.
No, the harden is completely free and the 1.2 is not going to lock.
No.
I can tell you that much.
True. You did the extrude anyway.
Yeah. Should we try and swap the D and the E axis? It's going to swap the motor connectors.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the only cruiser motor that we have on here. Alright.
Power.
Maybe pull out the filaments. Yeah, plug in it and pull out the filaments. Yeah.
Just. Always prevent disaster. Power.
Yep.
Okay, moving the D motor then.
Still stalling?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have an issue with...
Let's move the e-motor.
Smooth?
Yeah.
Power up.
So, could it be? So, it probably is along the motor power cord. Or power.
Question. This insulation you put here, could it be that something short down in here?
That is
On
possible.
the double motor wires?
Yeah.
So it didn't insulate those individually?
No, it didn't. I would be surprised, but I'm already surprised, so of course it could be the case. This e-motor stopped studying. In phase the concept one faces this way. That's good.
It's relatively easy.
No, it's all these little things. Maybe a connection.
Okay, can you power up and move the e-motor again?
Okay, are they still swapped?
Nope.
No.
It's not the actual E motor, the actual E axis.
Yeah, power on.
Alright.
Okay, extrude.
So bad?
Yeah, it feels. Let's see if it works. But it has the right direction. So it's not. Yeah.
Actually, because it doesn't sound like turning. Did it actually turn?
If you help it, it will turn in the right direction. If you try to help it in the wrong direction, it will resist that. So that sounds like one phase loss.
Yeah, maybe take the synthesizer out.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough.
That's not
It's already up there.
Ah, so close. Ah. Okay.
Okay, I think I will just attach this extruder because it will slide around. But I guess if you try to short out one face at the time, and we try to feel if one of them doesn't get shorted,
Can you show us the driver output?
The driver.
not just the motor faces, which
Driver
are
no,
not
no,
selected.
But
You can find out which
Oh, we can
face
do
is
that.
as an open circuit.
We can do that, actually.
then we do have some jumper wires somewhere. Next there we should have jumper wires.
Yeah.
We have them.
Okay.
Yeah, no, let's do an actual one.
Well, it's not the easiest thing to fix it. It's below the ceiling.
Yeah.
But we need to get our hands onto the motor. Okay. Okay, I think I can run it.
Okay, first phase is shorted.
Yeah, it got heavier.
Okay, let me unshort it. Unshort it.
It's hard to tell.
Now short the other one. Unshort it.
Okay. I think it got heavier. I'm short.
Yes.
The gearing is maybe hard to feel. quick solution. The motor is attached by three screws and they are hidden behind
Yes.
the fan. Then is there a quicker way? Can we just measure resistance instead?
If you spin the motor, we can measure. Yeah, we can measure resistance up here. That's correct.
Yep. On each face?
I think it's just a regular lead. I think the known probes over there.
Which one?
I think the mine and it's enough long through.
Ah. Easy?
Yep. First phase, blue and green is 8.5. And the other one is 8.1 ohm as well. Two phases read correctly.
They read correctly.
They both read 8.1 ohm.
Okay, so then the clamp is not grabbing the pin, or the pin is not connected internally on the board.
Yeah. Okay. So the boards should be good at thrust dynamics and soldering skills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really what we thought there is something away. I think it looked very good. Here, what happened here? You didn't think it was the temperature? The ambient temperature? Okay.
The speed and the temperature.
And it was still too hot when you came
Yeah.
to the same point at the same time.
Yeah.
Understand?
So we have actually 3 failure modes on one frame. It's very educational.
Yep.
Stop that here.
Fast way to go.
Okay.
Just see how the pins feel. This one is doing good. That is doing good as well. Maybe a bit tight, that's grabbing. This is also grabbing. That is weird. Just try and push each of these cables on. Can you try again and just keep the extruder running while I get around here? Or just press on some connections, etc.
Okay. Yeah, just, yeah, you know what you're doing.
Power? Yeah, power up. Just keep it running for a bit.
Yep. So extrude lots of filament at a very low speed.
Yeah, we can always reset it if it's too much.
Yep.
Go. That's running.
Yep. Now it's running fine. Quite strong.
That's just good.
It's Gipsify.
Okay, so all I did is I pushed the wires onto the connector better.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that let us start the big prints earlier.
That's not the failure mode I like.
No, that was random after 1 hour.
If it's working now, we can see the actually cycle there.
But I do think that you actually flipped the connector.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have
So, power off? I guess I can unplug it here as well.
power is off.
Push these on real good again. Okay, should be good.
Okay, power.
Power on, extrude some more. That sounds good.
Yeah, running the right direction.
Okay, at least you know now if we run into this again, there might be a connector.
Yeah. Let's try some quick moves as well.
Yeah, actually before we start on, let me take this connector apart and just have a look at the curves.
Okay.
You might be that the cable is grabbing onto the insulation, or the trim is grabbing onto the insulation, but the actual electrical section is not very well. So,
So
want to try some quicker moves? Feel free to do that.
no. Yes, but you will look at it anyways.
Let's see what I'm doing.
It still doesn't want to move quickly.
Oh. Okay, we don't know what the problem is yet.
No.
Should we get him?
Should we see if he has a good.
It might be that it has gotten very heavy to turn because it seems that the extrude motor just experiences a lot of force.
How tight are we on the spin here? Not too tight. But if I this isn't even touching, so this should be. Well, it's holding well.
Yeah. I'm trying to extrude.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. No.
I can generate cooling power in one phase.
Say again?
You can generate cooling You can generate cooling torque on one phase. You measure both phases and they're okay.
Yeah, both are. At least the cable is okay. Okay, can we power off and just?
And can you turn it by hand?
That's
not long.
Just
right
one.
now, no, because it's still holding.
Okay, around 200 it starts failing. 100.
Now it's turning.
Okay.
Now it's turning, and now but it's not generating any torque.
No.
Yeah, but it's not one phase missing.
No.
Yeah. Let's see if I have.
We have the motor wires accessible there? Yeah, we have that.
I think it is rather hard to turn by hand.
Yeah.
It is extremely hard to turn by hand.
So something got...
But what's also interesting is that there's no slop in there, there's no backlash at all, so it might just be this gear being too tight on that gear, and as everything heated up, as this gear heated up and expanded, it just starts
friction.
pressing on it. Okay, so if we...
That's a mechanical problem.
Yeah. We undo the extruder motor slightly. Oh, that's a 2mm one, okay.
Here. Let's...
Extrude to machine. Okay, so problem right now is we can run the extruder at a very low speed, but we cannot run at anything that is useful and it is about anything.
I mean, that's just...
So, bring in the oscilloscope.
Oh, I just want to check.
Yep. I'm quite sure we just have something pressing on the gear.
Okay.
Mechanically.
So you... That's what you change. So it maybe generates enough torque where there's something blocking it.
Yeah.
Blockiert worden, weil die gewisse Geschwindigkeit geht. Also ganz langsam wieder. Da muss man ein bisschen drüber gehen. Das hat am Anfang funktioniert, aber nicht. Was für mich
It's for me when I'm over lunch. We typically go out for lunch on Friday, so do you want to join lunch yet?
Yes. I would like to get...
Das war bis hier.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm married,
Das war eine Viertelstunde locker.
yeah, we can
Yeah, I guess. If it's not fixed for 1 hour, then
das ist das Detail, dann gehört eben noch, was ich da anschließen könnte. Ja.
Die haben wir, das war relativ man kann nicht auslesen, aber
Ich brauche gar nicht die Änderung, was hat sich geändert?
wir haben Geschwindigkeit Geschwindigkeit umgedreht und die also weiter Zustände, die Umstellung.
Aber ist das zivilisierte Stoff?
Die verstopft nicht. Das ist ein was wirklich bleibt nichts.
Ja, das ist ja noch so, dann wird schon auch gut. Also ich liege nicht mehr verstopft.
It's easier to turn it on.
Wir machen das nicht so, also ein bisschen weiter mit einem in Größe auf dem Motor mit dem Zahnradtester und Body, das heißt über die Mutterschrauben. Mit dem Body verschraubt das raus, das macht man wirklich einfach ein bisschen einschneiden.
Will I unscrew this screw? I can turn it like this. When I tighten it, just very lightly, it's very hard to turn.
Okay, so that there might just be too much pressure on the base.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
Get switched over.
so maybe not tighten that one that much.
We could actually just leave this quite loose and
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
That's just fine.
Yeah, so what's happening? We did try printing. We were somewhat successful at printing. We did try to ramp up the speed, but now the extruder is failing. and it seems like we were having a mechanical issue. And actually that does match the heat expansion theory. So as stuff was heating up, as we were printing faster, as more heat was being put into it, since we did have one screw that was like, yeah, just barely too tight, once stuff heats up, that expands and stuff gets even tighter. That makes sense. That sounds plausible.
It's hard to turn when I tighten any of these three.
Say again?
When I tighten any of these three, it gets heavy. One tighten, it's a threshold thing. It gets suddenly very tight.
Yeah.
So it's either good or bad.
I assembled a tighten. It's my fault. Can I have a look at how I built that? By the way, we don't have the proper hex fixed on the screwdriver, so mark it up. Should come out with the.
So you think it's a mechanical fail or?
Yeah, it's definitely a mechanical fail.
Okay. Otherwise.
Might be, if anyone from E3D is here, sure they've seen these issues. It might actually be the position of the motor gear. Because if that one is too far up, then this is going to compress and the lever is just going to press down on the gear to compress itself against that. So that could be it. But we are going to need a 1.5mm XP wire. Also somewhere, I think.
The super mini ones?
Yeah.
Try these.
Those are Torx. This could work, but it might end the life of the. Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, it did. It did work. It did. Okay. So this is now a bit further down. Which way is now?
I don't think E3D is there.
No. Still sleeping?
Yeah, they're an hour behind.
I haven't seen that today.
Okay. This and that. So this should be further down ever so slightly. Now,
that's actually feeling much better.
Yeah.
There's also some other features that you I think as a located will just organize and bring it, make it too large. From the battle, we go on 5 years. So,
Yeah.
that's actually something really Hamburg typical.
What would be the Hamburg typical option?
Lachhaus.
Okay. If that is something you would eat?
I do that every Friday.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know.
For you?
I'll have that as well.
We teach that to Cornet as well when we moved here. Yeah, that's like potatoes and red. Yes, like potatoes with red beans and red beans. Yep, with fish. With herring. That's extra side. Fish? With fish. That's extra herring side.
Sounds nice.
Okay.
Hey. This feels better. Just give it a try. Check how the. Check if it's smoother than before, maybe.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, power.
Ah, yeah, we can try it like that. There's no screws in the fan. Okay, just loose. Torque spec. Yeah, the problem is not torque spec. The problem is the gear and the internals actually compressing against each other. So, yeah.
Connect. And yeah.
He's using the filament holder. We'll be using that like every day.
For filament?
Filament, yes.
We are back into working mode.
Working again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has off, but then try again.
So, I'm disconnecting.
Oh,
Power down.
very cool.
Yes.
Screw that goes through the big gear should be the loosest.
Yes.
Okay, that's. Huh.
Yeah. Attach everything.
I guess it could have made it even looser, but it should be okay.
Yeah. It was quite failure mode as well. We missed the nastiest ones I've seen, like one in a row. We haven't.
Is the set screw in the small gear running into the big gear? No. Ribbon cable, so you're gonna have to feed it through the top first. What happens? More issues. You can
jump through the stream if you want to. All the things that can go wrong in building a 3D printer pretty much went wrong. I mean, there's more stuff that can always go wrong, but... There's always the option for more failure, but this is pretty rough so far.
A big fantasy to imagine even more failure modes now.
Ja, das versteht man nicht, also nicht. Komplett nicht. Wenn ihr wollt, zwei genug.
Ja.
Should I just start a bigger print quick as possible?
Let's actually do some speed tuning first. Let's do some actual speed tuning without an extruder that overheats. Let's try and see how fast we can go with the fan going, with the working extruder, with a small print again.
Small print again, and go as fast as we can.
As fast as we can, then use those settings to print the real thing.
Okay, another test print.
Yeah, because I do want to get the large printing as fast as we can, and
the large print is not that much larger. I think if we want to finish fast, then just starting the large one out is quicker.
Let's do some tuning first. Yeah. Then how large do you think have you already sliced it for a 2.6 kilogram spool?
We will not need very much filament for the ones I have sliced. But do you mean the overnight one?
Yeah.
You're talking about super big.
I'm talking about as large as we can with the large spool that we have.
Okay, I haven't sliced that yet.
Yeah, we should maybe try out how large that can get.
Yeah.
Alright, do we need the oscilloscope? I don't think so. But yeah, I put that on sweep to keep the hardness from cooling down too much. But, What's that?
It's the fan.
That's good. Yeah, by the way, I'm also sorry there's the coffee maker going on in the background again.
Did I mount this the wrong way around?
With the fan blades facing outwards?
It's like the blades should face outwards.
Let me see.
Maybe.
Well, that should be okay. Spinning.
Yeah, I'm using that.
Okay.
Here. What's going to
Yeah, maybe if it gets bent too much, if there's something. There shouldn't be anything underneath it, so.
Okay, starting again.
Let's check it again. That sounds better.
Yep.
Okay, so we can tighten the lines.
Yep.
So you put one screw on the extruder mount.
Yeah, I just felt it was close to slipping.
to do?
Yeah, I guess. You can hold it right there, I can just open the lines.
Yes,
Just
can.
I go along this line and see that it ends at this point.
Oh, I was sending it over the center mark.
Not sure if that is centric
Okay.
anymore.
Eyeball it, so C on it goes right 5.
Say again?
Maybe slacken C for 2 or 3 millimeters. Perfect.
Yeah. Tightening B. Stay stop.
One more. Good.
And then A.
20. More. Up. And C has gone out square, it seems.
Yep. This one is not tightened on, so every time the one trips in lines, they all slip out of
Okay. I guess that's a safety feature.
Yeah.
This is excellent. Should we double check that the anchors are in position?
That's what you use these sliders for,
To rotate.
Oh yeah, this one is also out of position.
Okay.
That was excellent. Good again. There still needs a bit of adjustment. So this is the road snacks. This. And this book is also out of. Great. So how do you retain the exact positioning of this mover? Do you kind of have to eyeball it every time you retighten these? Because right now I think it's twisted this way.
Okay.
Too badly?
Let's look. This is okay. This is okay. It's like a few millimeters. It's not very bad, but let's move this one, tighten, and it's perfect. So it's perfect. I eyeball along the lines. This one could be.
Yeah, power supply swapped. We went for the long USB cord instead of the Bluetooth connection, which also seems to work. Even though people keep saying this USB cord is too long, but USB is pretty tolerant. We swapped back in the TMC2130 and realized the wire harness we used for that was worn down. So now that is back in working order, and yeah, new power supply. Because the 7.5 amp one was very close to tripping with the TMC2208. I think it would probably be fine with the 2130.
Yes, it would.
Yeah,
I
so.
think you had it set to like 800 milliamps, because that's the default setting.
Okay.
Just figured out this out. So.
Yeah, we use 500, so it would be fine. Actually.
Wow, but it's still cutting it very close.
Yeah. It's still that one cable.
Yeah, that one crimp.
Pin.
I mean, if it's just one crimp, it's still not going to work. It's just like, what, 2% of the crimp connections? But if one of them fails,
Yeah.
it's not like 98% of the pins are going to keep working.
So setting temperature and just lowering the pin slightly.
So we were getting roughly 4 amps of current with the, what was it, the 4 movement axes. So A, B, C, and D, those 4 motors we're drawing with the rest of the board powered up, so that is fan and all of the small stuff we're drawing almost 4 amps. And then of course we added the extruder and the hot end, and those two were just too much.
Okay then. Let's get this party going.
Just hit print, yeah? Alright, so it's heating now?
Yeah. 194.
Driving the step is at 1 amp. You gotta keep in mind there are losses. Well, how do you... If it's 1 amp on the primary side, if it's 1 amp on the 12 volt side, then the stepper motors are getting a bit more because it is essentially a buck mode switching converter. And you do have losses in the drivers, etc., etc. So you can't really do the math that way. And of course, if it is 800 milliamps on the motor, you do have to keep in mind at what voltage that's going to be. Like high resistance, high inductance motors are going to run at a completely different voltage for the same current wire strength. Yes.
Let's try.
Oh, yeah, we need some filament, right?
Carry because the one wire is hanging down.
Yeah.
So
Sit tight.
small way. Yeah. This is the thing.
That is the thermostat. We don't want to rip that one out.
No.
This one. Sure. That might hang into the print.
Where can we supply these two without getting into the, I guess, right over?
We zip tie it on like this one.
What's
We
it on
don't
cable?
we usually have it.
This is like closer there.
Just loop this around here. Yeah, that should be okay.
Should I be able to push this through?
Yeah, if you release it. Well, it doesn't perfectly feed in by itself, so you might need to run the extruder for a bit.
Yep.
It's blocked now, but that should pull in, and then you're going to be able to push it through by hand.
Okay. I'll extrude.
Yep. Okay. We can do the rest by hand usually. Unless this is just super tight. Keep extruding. Yeah, keep going, keep going. It's like 20 centimeters, 20 millimeters at least. Okay.
Yep.
We have extrusion. Want to restart the print?
No, this is just the skirt.
Okay.
So resuming.
It's not sticking. It's a very high bonding. I think you have like 2 millimeters.
Yeah.
How do you want to tripod for that one?
Second?
One you want to tripod for the other hand?
I think we have one.
Yeah, sure.
We have an ad.
We don't have a second hand. I think we have another one.
Yeah, there's anything that's simple. So do we need to restart now?
No, just resuming.
Okay. That seems good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the first layer down and sticking, and then we can start experimenting with getting this thing as fast as possible.
Yeah.
That scares me every time. That sounds like something's going horribly wrong with this spool is getting pulled. So that's really good. Lines are reasonably tight. That is looking maybe a bit high.
See?
Yeah, no, it's too high. It's too high up. Yeah. And maybe also too fast for the first layer. Yeah, that's okay for it.
So dann die this one. I have. Maybe everyone's have an X key inside.
No, it works. I mean, that's just you can pull it out. I am maybe you can just get it close. Yep. You get it one?
It still can't make very well notes.
No. Yeah, but I mean, you can go like this for the back and forth.
Yes, no, it's this. That's fine.
No,
That's
it's
fine.
definitely.
It's fine. It's nice. Okay. How's it looking?
It's looking good.
Is it looking fast?
Yeah, I'm running at 40.
Yep, that's much faster than
Keep everyone far from the lines now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Things are looking good.
Yep. You want to go even faster? You want to push this?
Yeah, of course.
So,
That's a no one needs to cross this.
So we still have the fan going.
this is 44.
So heat accumulation should not be an issue.
No. This is
Right there, pointing down at the print.
48. It's not 48 for like 4 minutes.
Yeah. I'm hearing it make some plasticky noises. Either that's just the filament being pushed out or something in the extruder being moved around. That, by the way, that was the signature in the print, the watermark. No bottom layer? No, because it's not a vase. We're not going to be filling anything in there.
I think we're hearing something from this area.
You might actually want to get some spray grease in there at some point.
Yeah.
Just lube up the entire Titan extruder. Just make sure it is working well.
Yeah. Spray seems to work well. Let's go to 50 for a short while because it's not over.
Is that kicking in? It should be, that is 50 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It is cooling down fast enough.
Yeah.
Missing bottom layer? No, we're not printing one. Why would you? We don't need a bottom layer. Like, what is it saying? Perfection is not when there's nothing to add but nothing to take away. We took away the bottom layer.
The sound gets worse.
Yeah, something is squeaky.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it the fan?
I don't think it is. You guys should probably be able to hear the crackling as well, like right there.
It's very plastic on plastic cracking fan.
Yeah, so that might actually be the idler lever again. I think before we start the long print, I'm definitely going to take this apart and loosen it up even more.
Stall issue again.
Stalling again? Okay. At least we know what it is.
Yeah.
It's going really well? No. Okay.
So let's stop it.
Yeah, let's stop it. Hold on. I'm going to take apart the arrow one more time and maybe we can get some grease over here. Do I even have to take? I don't think I have to take it off the mover.
No.
So something is rubbing somewhere in the arrow, and I think it's on the motor gear, it's the idler lever, it's the gear that I mounted a bit too close, or the pinion gear that I mounted a bit too close to the front, so too far this way.
This time we could hear it before it locked up.
I guess you could count that as an improvement. Let's fill it up.
Yep.
That's okay. Not gonna tangle.
Yep.
Do not put it in the heater unit? What? Put what in the heater unit? Oh, by the way, this is falling down into the print.
Yeah.
One big goopy mess down there. No. Why is this moving on so well? Why am I not getting this off? This bearing does not feel good. But this is some noise here, but that might be. It's interesting.
Do we have a damaged bearing?
Maybe, but it's not the most plausible thing right now. Let's see if we can show this somehow. So that bearing right there, this one, is that visible? No, it's this. chance of that. So this bearing here, I think that's making some squeaky noises. Let's check.
Do not put it in the bottom thread, that's all.
This is, yeah, this is not feeling very bearing. So you might have squashed that bearing, but also I don't know, because you can see some, you can see that this looks like it's running, like it's worn. Yeah, it's just shoved this way, so I don't know if we can actually get this out. I don't think it's coming out ever. That might be one of the issues. This bearing is just if you, I mean, it's not rotating. So
There is the back solution
of what?
of the other tool.
Yeah, this is needed. But that would be a regular Titan?
That's the Bontek with an E6.
It's one type of V6.
I have the feeling that we're still not continuously printing.
We do have a problem, we have a bad bearing.
Bearing is.
This bearing is shot. What is it?
I'm pretty sure we don't have a bearing that's.
Well, the problem is getting the bearing out.
Yeah.
What is it? Is that actually moving or not? But it feels very. Yeah, that's not moving on. I mean, like this, it slides, but I don't think it's actually. We could try to just put some grease in there and just call it good. The question is that actually. I can't tell, is the bearing good or is it?
It's known issue for original Titan or you are so well.
I think we do have a spare bearing that came with the stock Titan.
Yeah. See, weird, but there's no way to get that out.
Yeah.
We have to press it in, but I don't know how to get that out. There's no.
We do. Okay, I don't think we have a spare bearing anyways. Yeah. Okay, but we can use Bontek plus V6 heatsink without any changes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Take the point, heat it up. Yeah, with a lot of heat could work. Could work.
A lot of heat
Yeah, to heat up the aluminum, have it expand.
heat up the aluminum and then.
Yeah. Luber Bontek. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that bearing is like the entirety of the issue.
Are there any plastic parts on that?
Say again?
Are there any plastic parts in that aluminum shell? I mean, we have torches so we can
Well,
heat it up.
as long as you can note that the bearing should just be slip fit. Just slide in. But the thing is, even if we get it out, we don't have a spare. We don't have a replacement for that. So
Yeah.
getting it out would not be that much use. All right, Bontek time. And I'm sure Bontic is going to be able to supply a new Bontic to you. Okay.
And Bontic to you?
Yeah, since you're leaving yours here.
Yeah, sure. I have a few instruments at home. Anything we can get at the help, except for lunch.
Lunch is coming, yes, that is looking good. XKey maybe, the small ones too, and the 2.5 millimeter, but I think we're almost done with those anyways. Should have a few small ones here, that's
Not sure. I need to use this extruder holder because of the beam size.
more fish.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Alright, but I would suggest the following. Since we have just received lunch, I'm going to put the stream on hold and you know what, I'm going to stop it and restart it. So this stream is going to be over in a second, but we will be back once the printer, well, once we finish lunch. And then we can get back to that. Alright? See you all in a minute. If you, by the way, if you're subscribed, you're going to get a notification that the next stream is starting. So do that.